Hey everybody, it's Crystal, and today is 15, so that's August the 15th, and number 15 of VEDA. 15 VEDAs, wow, 15, yay! We're all doing so well. Although, I'm just going to say this, I'm not going to name any names. But some of you out there have fallen off the wagon, and I haven't seen VEDAs from you. But that's okay, I understand. I don't mean to be mean. So, today I'm going to do, and as you can tell, I am still sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better. I mean, I can breathe out of my nose a little bit more, but it's like all in my chest. So, I feel better, but I'm still a little under the weather. So, if I sniffle and sneeze all through my video, I'm sorry. So, today my VEDA is about Harry Potter. I saw last night, I watched Shannon, Tattoo Girl. She did a Harry Potter tag, and I loved it. I love Harry Potter. I've always been a fan, so I decided that I wanted to do it as well. And so for any of you out there watching, if you want to do this, you can. If you were not a Harry Potter fan, but you were like a fan of Twilight or anything, or maybe a fan of The Hunger Games, which I read. Well, I didn't read. I audiobooked all 3 books, and ooh, I cannot wait for the rest of the movies to come out for Hunger Games. But anyways, if you did not read Harry Potter, but you did another book series, I'm sure you can take these questions and just kind of alter them and do the same thing. So here goes. My favorite book from the Harry Potter series is question number 1, and I would have to say that my favorite book was... Now, mind you, I did not read the very beginning books. I didn't read 2, 3, and 4. I started at 5, 6, 7. No, I read 4. I'd never read the first couple books. So my favorite one that most sticks out with me, and I don't know why, is The Half-Blood Prince. I really liked the book, The Half-Blood Prince, but for some reason I didn't like the movie as much. Like, the movie was good, but I felt like I just felt like it could have been a little bit better. But again, I mean, I loved the movie, but The Half-Blood Prince was my favorite book. My favorite movie... and this is a tie. I mean, it's really hard to pick a favorite, but my absolute favorite movie was Order of the Phoenix. I loved that one. I just loved it. So Order of the Phoenix, and of course the last book series, the book 7. It was broken into 2 movies, but that book was awesome. I mean, it was so packed with information, and it was great. I loved it. My least favorite book, I don't really have one. I don't. It's all part of the story, so I'm not going to name that. Parts of the book, a movie that made you cry. I cried a lot. I cried reading the books. I cried during the movie. Not like bawling, but I mean, I cried, and my husband did too. There's a couple parts where I could see him tearing up. You know, of course, when Dobby dies, when Sirius Black dies, you know, the feelings that you see Harry Potter's character going through, you know, that was very emotional for me. When any of the characters died, it was really sad. The one part that really made me emotional was in the last book, book 7, and I guess it was the second part of the movie, but it was whenever Harry Potter kind of like learns that Snape really was there kind of helping him, and that whole scene where he looks into his thoughts and everything, that made me so emotional. I loved that character of Snape, and I knew, like, reading the books, I remember whenever he killed Dumbledore, when I finished that book, I ran into the living room and told my husband, I was like, that is not true. They're lying. He did not kill him. And so, I really, yeah, I'm getting off track. Let's see, okay, so yeah, I mean, so a lot of parts made me cry in the movie, but not like I was devastated cried, but cried because it was, you know, I'd read it and it was coming to life in front of me, and it was just to see those things happening was great. If you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, I mean, I'm married, so I don't really think of, you know, hooking up with characters. If I were single and I had to go on a date with one of them, I would probably choose Harry, Daniel Radcliffe, just because he's Harry Potter, and I don't know. I really don't know. My favorite character would be, it's so hard. Okay, so I'm going to say Hermione is one of my favorite characters because she's awesome, and she reminds me of myself just a little bit. And then I also really like Snape and Mrs. Weasley. I don't have a specific favorite, so I like all three of them. What would your Patronus be? If I had a Patronus, I imagine that it would be some sort of bird creature. A bird, or maybe some sort of little, like, squirrel or something. Something that moves quickly and fast. If you could have the Resurrection Stone, the Invisibility Cloak, or the Elder Wand, which one would you choose? And I would totally say that I would choose the Invisibility Cloak. What house would you be in? I would totally be in Gryffindor. I just would. If you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? I would want to meet Alan Rickman. Because he knew for a while that Snape was good, and he kind of kept that from people, and I would meet him. Have you played any of the games? No, I have not. I'm not a big game player. I'm not. My husband is, but I'm not. And I mean, nothing against people who do. Sometimes I wish I could get into games like that, but I can't. So no, I haven't played any of the games. And if you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? No doubt about it, I would be a seeker. I would. I'm a fast person. I can be aggressive if I need to. I would be a seeker, no doubt about it. I keep saying after every single question. Ugh. Okay. Were you happy with the ending? Absolutely. Loved it. I kind of agree with Shannon, Tattoo Girl, is that, the last chapter, chapter 19, or whatever it was, not 19, I don't think it was 100% necessary to have in there their future, but either way, it was great. It tied it up, put a nice pretty bow on top of it, and I mean, if the movie sucked, like the main movie sucked, then I could see how they might need that end part. But it was great, and it was totally awesome. I loved it. How much does Harry Potter mean to you? Harry Potter means a lot to me. My own personal feelings for Harry Potter is that I started to read the books at a time in my life where I was really very lost. I was partying with my friends a lot. I was drinking. I was clubbing. I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing. I was doing drugs. I was partying. I was young, and I thought that was what I was supposed to do. And I thought it was okay because I was having fun with my friends, and we weren't getting into trouble and things like that. So when I stopped living in that kind of a world, that party world, I had to step back and basically let go of my friends, and I became like this huge hermit. I never went anywhere. I stayed in my house, didn't go visit anybody. I mean, it was needed. That was the only way for me to stop doing what I was doing. But Harry Potter, I started reading those books during that time because I was cooped up in the house, and I couldn't go anywhere. I was changing my entire lifestyle from being who I was, and I just really feel that had I not had Harry Potter to read and to watch, things would have been a lot different. My husband obviously was my he was huge to me, and he was my biggest supporter, but there was just something about being able to get lost in that story that really helped me leave behind a bad part of my life. So for Harry Potter, I am ever so grateful. It'll be one of my all-time favorite book series forever. I will always, 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 always be able to go back and read and go back and watch the movies, and they will never get old to me. I hope one day that I have kids so that I can watch it with them, and, you know, just, I don't know. I'm rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Sorry if my video was kind of all over the place. I'll try to add the questions on the bottom. I never do, but I'll try. Anyways, that's about it. Everybody have a great day, and I look forward to everyone's number 16 VEDA. Bye!